Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of GMKtec. I meant Last Game Hunter. Okay guys, in this episode we are going to unbox this GMKtec Nucbox. And this one, believe it or not, is powered by Intel. And I know that seems a little weird because of this AMD fanboy, but I'm going to test everything for you guys. Make sure I think this guy is actually going to be a little monster. So we're going to unbox it today. We're going to take it apart, see what the upgradability is, what options there are for adding or whatever you need to do. And then in a follow-up video, we're going to do some real gaming on it. And then, of course, we'll be doing some Batacera for you vintage gamers out there like me. But until that video, let's get this apart, take a look, see what we got. Again, guys, this is GMKtec's Mini PC N100. This guy has 16 gigs of RAM and a 1 terabyte drive, which is really awesome. That way I don't need to do any real upgrades to make everything happen. And I'm not sure, I believe it will be DDR5. I have to check that as well. But let's get it opened and we will go from there. Okay guys, this is my first time looking at it, just like it will be yours, at least on this channel. Nice, really nice solid box. Really liking that. I love when they put the attention to detail on the cardboard as well, so that you're looking at a premium product versus, you know, whoa, now that is pretty cool. Guys, this thing is green. It's a sturdy plastic. There's nothing aluminum on this one by the look of it. There is a fan in here, so that's a good sign. So we're not just passive cooling. On the back here, we have 2 HDMI ports, Ethernet, 2 USB 3s, power, a headphone jack, and of course if you need to lock your little unit down, there's your lockdown. The sides, venting, and I believe that would be this side too, venting. And you'll see some nice venting here, which I think is the release of your hot air from the cooler. On the front, we are greeted with 2 USB 3s. And that is about it. I believe that would be a reset or maybe a light. We'll find out when I turn it on. It's almost so green and cool that looks like it's smiling. And it's like, hit the smile button to turn me on. Now, one thing I want to say right off the hop that I'm a little disappointed in is the lack of USB-C on this model. But anyway, let's get it opened up, take a look, and we will go from there. Again, wow. This is nicely done. That's a foam in there. I know it's hard to talk about a box and be all excited, but it's got a premium feel to it. And in here we have the manual. Geek Modern K Creativity. So, Geek Modern K Tech. I guess that's where it all comes from. But it's pretty cool. It gives you a breakdown of everything that's on here. They are 3.2 ports. And I believe they're 3.2 ports all around, so that is actually really good. That's cool. Not just USB 3, they're a little faster, so that's cool. We'll give it a break right there. CPU in this is a 12th gen Elder Lake N100. So that's a 4-core, 4-thread, 7 nanometer, so it's a fast little guy. GPU is the Intel UHD graphics up to 750 megahertz. We're going to find out how that works out in the next video. And the RAM is 16 gigs, and it appears to be a DDR4. So the Ethernet on this could be up to 2.5 gigs, and if that is true, this could be my next everyday driver. I know that's something to say, seeing how such an AMD guy would say that, but it's possible. We have two boxes down here. So this one. What do we get? Okay guys, we get the wall mount. Always cool because my other Nuke, yeah, I do have a Intel Nuke running in the house, upstairs on the flat panel in the living room, and that is how we watch our movies, TV, everything. The HDMI cable, it is thick too. Really, really nice and thick, so there's some quality there. What is this? Okay, so we have the power adapter. Okay, so it's a 12 volt adapter. It's putting out 3 amps at 35 watts apparently, and well, it says 35.0. I'm not sure what that really states, but it does have a little bit of weight. It doesn't feel cheap, so we will go with that. And then we have a GMK, and you'll see this number 1. See how they did the M? Number 1 tech. Number 1. Warranty card. Any problems, feel free to scan with the QR code. Okay, that's really cool. And then you'll be either chatting or get notified of what is needed to be done. So today we can put away the knickknacks because it's all about the interior of this unit. Okay, it appears that this one is just I've looked under here just to make sure there's no screws. Didn't see anything, doesn't feel like there's any there. So it must just pop off, and it does. It just pops off, and then you have access to everything. No way. It has a secondary M2 here. So you have your Lexar. Now normally you don't get a brand name in aftermarket or other brands mini PCs. It's usually like some Chinese or whatever brand on it, even though it's made by probably one of the big guys. But this has a Lexar 1 terabyte in it. Now RAM, it's 16 gig. And that is as big. It only has 1 slot, so they had to put a 16 gig DIMM in. Downside of that, of course, is going to be dual channel support. I don't know if it's really that important on this little guy, but we're going to take a look at what it does. And we have what appears to be the Wi-Fi tube. I don't know if that lights up or anything, but so upgradability, of course, falls into 1 DIMM slot, which is it is DDR4. I'm going to double check. Is a DDR4. It is CL22222252, and it is a PC for 25600. 116 gig DIMM. Okay. So this side here is actually a 2242 SATA port, which can go up to 2 terabyte of storage. So the M2 SATA. Interesting. That makes sense because my SATA would have plugged in there no problem, where they had the dual slot. So that does make a lot of sense, but you would want a shorter one according to the layout. So a 2242, as that is a 2280. On top of that, it is a 2.5 gig network, so blazingly fast. That is absolutely awesome. Wi-Fi 6 with Bluetooth 5.2. So I mean, it's pretty decently up to date. It's a very small footprint. I mean, this isn't much bigger than a Raspberry Pi, honestly. It falls in at around, I'm going to say on sale, it's around a 300 Canadian dollar area, which, I mean, for what you're getting with this loadout is actually pretty good. Now guys, I want to keep this one as short and simple just to, verify what I wanted to know and what we can and can't do. So just a quick update. 4 USB 3.2 ports, 2 HDMIs that can handle 4K, no issues, 2.5 gig LAN, headphone jack, power, SATA 2242, and a 2280, 1 terabyte already in there from Lexar, and 16 gigs of DDR4 with some tight actual timings for what it is. Wi-Fi 6 and Bluetooth 5.2. So in the next video, of course, we're going to test this and see how powerful this guy is, and maybe put some numbers up against my AMD one I did a little while ago that was actually very impressive for gaming. So let's find out what this can do in the next video. And guys, thank you for tuning in. I'm splitting the videos to not make it so long, and I'm trying to get caught up, shall we say. But anyway, thank you guys. You guys mean a lot to me. I hope this helps out, let people see what is going on the inside here, and what you think of these little GMKtecs. Maybe you already had this one, comment below. And till next time, we put this through the burner, through the test. Game over.